More than likely.
Okay. But more than likely, what do you disagree about?
That's a broad question. I mean, mainly, I think go make English a official language of Mexico, see how that turns over, and then we'll think about it
Why would
here.
you make English the official language of Mexico?
Why would we make Spanish official language of the United States?
Well, if you believe that like there should be an official language, I'd posit to you that countries
There
that
already
other
is.
can I finish? I posit to you that one, like what constitutes the reason that we have
Yeah,
like
you can
any country has
finish.
the reason that any country has an official language is because there's a significant population of like of people who like speak certain languages, and so it makes sense like at a practical policy scale to make sure that these people are accommodated for when it comes to like different governmental systems and practices, right? So, and then when we look at countries that do have multiple different languages, like Canada, Norway, Iceland, right, all these other countries, the minority language, when they do have like two official languages, is actually smaller than what the U.S. has for Spanish. So, like for Norway, it's like five. No, for Iceland, it's like 5% because they have Icelandic, and then it's Sama is their two official languages, and only 5% of the population actually speaks that. For Norway, it's like 10%, and then it's for Finland. Their official languages are Finnish and Swedish, and Swedish speakers are 5%.
Your 18% number you just mentioned of Spanish speakers in the United States. What year was that statistic from?
2025. Correct. Let me check.
I'm wondering what percentage that would be if Biden didn't let in millions of Spanish-speaking illegal immigrants. Probably be lower. So I think it'd be less considerable.
Okay.
Good thing it is 2025 though, where that statistic is applicable.
How can you make something official based off illegal immigrants?
Good point. Good thing Biden let in a bunch of illegal immigrants.
Like, what are we even doing, Scratch? Like, this is not. What are we even doing?
I don't fucking know, bro.
No rebuttal, just
we're having
just
fun.
And name calling.
We're having fun.
Typical.
Okay.
Typical.
Who is we? This is not fun. Do not get
leave, bro.
Okay. Okay. Fine. Gosh. Fuck.
Wait,
let me find.
Bro, what are you doing?
The same thing, but I'm having fun.
Are you really?
We're all having fun, Renyon.
I don't know, man.
Give me fine. Let me
like
wait. Let me get a bit different.
You can take it personal, bro. You could take should Spanish be an official language of the United States very personal if you want, bro.
I'm taking
but
it so personally. There's a lot worse
problems in life.
No, this is the biggest. It's such a big issue. I don't even think we should be talking about it. That's why. That's why I don't want to be talking about it.
It's such a big issue
because I think it's such a big issue.
Yeah, that made sense.
Yep.
That makes the most amount of sense, actually. New problem.
Hey, we're switching the topic. All right, here's what.
No. We're finishing this conversation. We're finishing this conversation.
All
right. Well, before you kick me, can we at least speak on this though?
No, they're. Oh, wait, didn't you say you wanted to finish the Spanish? You can finish the Spanish conversation. That's fine.
Okay, so Ryan. So most of the data that we had was actually wrong. It was from 2019. Is the most recent is the most recent data, and that's 18%, which means that it's actually probably more than 18%, and they're predicting it's going to be 22% by the year 2050. Now, isn't that pretty based?
Dude, honestly, you can make whatever you want an official language. That, to be honest,
riveting. Riveting.
Ryan, I got one more question. English or Spanish?
Or that's not what I mean. Here, let me rephrase that. If you're going based off percentages, and that's the second highest culture in the United States, then sure, go for it. Like the last guy said.
Riveting.
I know, so based. Anyways.
Wow.
See this organization. See this organization that Donald Trump. Okay.
I have one more question.
Ice has nothing to do with Donald Trump, bro.
Ryan, do you love black people?
Yeah, I have many black friends, black coworkers, black.
Do you have any black girlfriends?
I've never dated a black girl. No.
I love black people more than you. Then okay, that's fine.
Fine by me.
I was just making sure I wasn't talking to a racist.
Yeah, Tron, cool. Can you do a favor? Wait, go.
You know, race isn't even real.
Beige.
It's skin deep. However,
There's not really a
I love
however.
I
really,
love
it's
black
just
people.
isn't
I
really.
love black
Okay.
people. That's all.
Ryan,
The
Ryan,
proper
so you,
term is higher melanated people.
Ryan,
Okay,
so
anyways,
you like
Ryan.
ice?
I love higher.
Ryan, do you
melanated
love
people.
Ryan? So you love ice? You're a
You
big
love
ice
ice?
supporter.
No, I don't love ice. I don't agree with everything they do, but I will say, if you like, or if you like child trafficking, if you like human trafficking, if you like cartels, and you like drug smuggling, then you would definitely vote to abolish ICE because they're the #1 agency in the U.S. defending against those 4 things.
Do you love drug smuggling?
I love.
You
Oh
love
wait, no, I
Rick Roll?
don't. I disavow.
Do you think
disavow.
when people say like abolish ICE that they mean we shouldn't have any kind of federal enforcement agency to get rid of these things, or are you saying that ICE specifically is doing other bad things that a different agency could do better?
So I can interpret and I can infer however I want, but when people post in comment sections 2 words saying abolish ICE and don't expand on that topic, yeah, that usually means
So
get
why
rid
do
of
people
ICE.
want to abolish ICE? Do they want to abolish ICE because they love cartels coming into the country and they love drugs and child trafficking? I go out on the street. I go into Minneapolis. I see all the pros of the sign.
I live
More
there,
human
actually.
trafficking.
I live there.
Yes.
Let's go. Nice.
Yeah,
So?
you don't see stop our human, or you don't see, because they don't know what they're arguing, dude. You realize you have a better
Oh,
chance.
so they're not doing. Wait.
walking-
Why do you think?
Okay,
they
time
have
out.
that
Hold on.
opinion?
I'm letting you speak, bro, and then you get pissed when I interrupt you. I'd
Oh, my
appreciate
cards fell.
the same thing. Respectfully. But, dude, you realize you have a better chance of walking outside, falling, tripping, and dying than being unalive by ICE?
Why do you think that's the
When
only
you have a
contention people can
100%
have?
chance of the. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, why do you think that's people's only contention for ICE, dude? There's a lot of other really bad shit they do. Okay.
Oh, it's so this doesn't go by quickly. Or did we say that ICE is the #1 agency catching drugs?
Well, if you're gonna throw in Border Patrol, you probably
Wouldn't
have
that be
Border
We're not
either
throwing in Border
CBP or the
Patrol.
DEA?
I didn't say drugs. I said cartels. But sure.
They do that stuff too.
You definitely said drug smugglers.
No, I said cartels. I said human traffickers, child traffickers, cartels.
That's not even like ICE's job,
Definitely said
though.
drug trafficking.
ICE is about it.
Yeah, that's-
ICE is
so,
about
yeah.
immigration enforcement.
Immigration,
ICE would.
custom
It would
enforcement,
be.
so
It would be
people
the
coming
D.
into
Like
the
if the
country.
DA. If the DA like arrested somebody and charged them for like human trafficking. Maybe then afterwards, wouldn't ICE come in and then detain them and then do removal proceedings?
They all work together.
Yeah,
the same way there was
that
Border
that doesn't
Patrol.
even make sense. That doesn't make sense.
Wait,
Yeah,
The
that's
same
what
way
ICE
there
is
was
job.
Border
Hold on.
Patrol in
If they all work
Minneapolis.
together, then why do we need ICE? We could just expect the other agencies to take over for them, right? If they all work together.
Because there's millions of ICE agents, and that would leave a huge gap in the government.
But there's
The
not millions of ICE
government
agents.
in what
I think
regard?
that's just a
What do you mean
lie.
gap in the government?
Why are we
Federal
okay? Why are
government.
we lying about the number of ICE agents too?
What does that even mean?
Isn't there only 100,000?
Yeah, it's like 100,000,
Yeah.
and a lot of them.
Okay,
are
Okay,
like-
take 100,000
Wait.
jobs from any industry and see what happens.
The government isn't an industry. It doesn't work like
Yeah,
that.
if you don't think
The
a government's a
economy.
business,
The
if
economy.
you don't think the government's a business, you're tweaking, bro.
Well, the government
Guys.
has a very special ability to
True.
basically regulate whatever they want to. Right? So if they're in like some sort of hot
In their
water, they can just
country.
hire more people. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry. No, they can hire more people in a different country. Like, yeah, obviously in America, we're talking like America leads the entire global economy. What are we talking about?
Wait,
Me
Ryan.
when I-
hold
me
on.
when I make-
Do
me
you
when I
think
make it-
abolishing
me-
ICE is gonna like collapse the world economy.
True.
No, wait, no. Here's the question. No. Wait, Ryan. What did we do before 2003? Did we just have like drug smugglers like everywhere, all over the country?
So 2003 was ICE was founded.
Yeah.
You know why it was founded and why they
'Cause of
set
nine-
all this
because
in
of-
motion.
Right, because of 9/11. But like all
No,
the
that's
other.
what happened before. That's what they did before.
Yeah, that's what created
9/11.
DHS,
How many
yeah.
9/11s happened?
No, wait, but before. Okay, pre
One,
9/11.
and would
and
you
the
like
creation-
more than
Why are we
one
talking?
9/11?
Okay.
Right,
We need to
well-
we need to make some positive claims here. Okay, I'm not prancing around the topic. ICE is bad because they're violating.
And what did they
enforcement
do before ICE in 2003? To answer
Well,
your
can
question
I- wait,
truthfully,
wait,
I
wait, wait.
guarantee a lot more drugs were smuggled, a lot more people were trafficked, and
You
a
have
lot.
any data on that?
You just guarantee it.
Do you have data
No,
on
I
that?
can't prove that, and here's why I can't prove that.
Guys, I don't have any
Yeah,
evidence for
my-
this claim, but trust me, bro.
Because I don't
It's
want
true.
to.
Bro, I'm on a TikTok live
True.
discussing with 3 guys, bro.
Let's see
I'm not
Ryan dig
taking
himself
as
out of this
serious as
one.
You guys, I can hear Scratch just like speed googling, bro. I'm not. I'm not doing
True,
this as
Scratch.
a
Stop
hobby.
speed googling.
True, my mistake.
I'm not doing this as a hobby, bro. I'm literally sitting on my phone.
Okay, bro.
chilling in bed.
Okay. So.
What are you doing it as a job?
Okay.
Scratch, don't
Yes.
laugh because you have
So,
to, bro. That
Ryan-
wasn't funny.
So Ryan.
Ryan, before
I think that. Wait,
we had
Ryan.
some-
I think that
Guys,
ICE.
don't laugh
Ryan.
at that.
Ryan. Do you think that like I guess you could say like ICE is a pretty bad organization if they're violating the Constitution?
How is the? I would say that, but can you prove how the Constitution was violated? If
Absolutely. Are you familiar with what the Fourth Amendment is?
So, what is it? Enlighten me.
It's protection against unreasonable search and seizure.
Okay.
Okay. Did you know that?
And
Okay, so did you know
you
that? So under the INA, Immigration Nationality Act, for all of you out there, okay, ICE is allowed to do something called warrantless arrests if they think, one, you're an illegal immigrant, and two, you're going to flee before they can obtain a warrant to arrest you. Okay. And third of all, they need something called probable cause, right? Probable cause. So, there's also something called, unfortunately, called reasonable suspicion, right? Reasonable suspicion can be used to temporarily stop an immigrant, or anybody actually, a citizen, and ask them about their immigration status. And then you can use that to build probable cause to arrest somebody. But if you were to arrest somebody only on the basis of reasonable suspicion, that would be a violation of their Fourth Amendment rights, because officer law, need probable cause to make any arrest. And people like Greg Bavino, who was the head of ICE and CBP operations, and up until very recently, literally said that they were only using reasonable suspicion to make arrests.
all right. So when a police officer violates the Constitution, what happens? When he doesn't read rights, when he does the same thing you just
Yeah, you do
mentioned,
that.
violates the Fourth Amendment, what happens?
What happens? It depends. Sometimes nothing happens. Sometimes a report's filed and nothing happens still. Sometimes
It's
people,
joint.
some people do a
So
lot.
what
Sometimes people
happens
make a
is the
lawsuit. Depends.
So what happens is the police officer gets fired.
Why would?
Not
Wait.
necessarily.
What?
I'm making an analogy.
Wait.
Here. So the worst case scenario is the police officer gets fired for violating the Constitution. The entire police force doesn't get taken down.
Uh huh.
Well,
So
wait.
why
here's
wouldn't
the-
you apply?
Wait, who's in
here's
charge
the
of? Who's
question.
in charge
What
of
if
fire?
the-
I'm gonna
Okay,
finish
yeah.
what I'm saying, dude. I'm just like I don't get it. I sit here and let you talk, and it's like you just can't help but just talk over me, bro.
Oh, my
It's
mistake.
insane.
I'm so sorry.
I'm
so
over
sorry.
people.
By the way, guys, if you're on
I love
YouTube,
talking over
to
people.
all
Oh my God.
124 of you motherfuckers, okay?
God, I can't.
Join the Discord.
Ryan, can I point out the difference in that analogy
No,
for you?
Lucas, I wanted to point out the difference, and Scratch talked over me.
So the whole ICE agency, for the same way the police agency doesn't get taken down, you fire the ICE agent, which I'm totally okay with.
Ryan, the problem is that it's not an ICE agent doing it; it's ICE policy to do it. That's the problem. It's ICE policy to do these warrantless arrests. It's ICE policy to use
He
administrative
just said
warrants
that's
to
okay
enter
to
private
do.
entities.
You don't need a warrant.
No, he didn't say that.
That's what he just said.
He said he's talking about arrests. I wasn't talking about arrests. I was talking about entering private entities. I said it's the ICE policy to do warrantless arrests in these ways, not using probable cause, and it's ICE policy to try and use administrative warrants to enter private homes. But it's not a matter of like an individual ICE officer misbehaved or an individual cop misbehaved. It's a matter of ICE is making unconstitutional policy.
I would like to see that policy before I would agree with you.
There's I mean, the ICE
have the Greg-
officers, I think Scratch literally explicitly told you
Yeah.
about a quote from an
The
ICE
Greg
officer saying
Bavino
that
quote.
they're using reasonable suspicion and not probable cause, which is illegal. And then you can look at the DHS memo that just leaked recently about them using administrative warrants without a signature from a judge.
Being detained or being arrested and deported.
Arrested.
Arrested,
Wait,
yeah.
do you not? Okay, so under
I
the
don't think they're arresting illegal immigrants or legal immigrants.
They're
it
arresting
doesn't
people
matter.
without probable
Why
cause.
would you need to? Even if they're illegal, you still need probable cause to arrest them.
Yeah, they're being detained. They didn't have probable cause, and they're being released. Is what I would
They're-
guess.
they're being-
Honestly,
they're
I
being-
can't sit
they're
here.
being
I can't
arrested,
sit here
yeah.
from a statement of facts because one, I'm not there. Two, I'm not a gooner when it comes to this stuff.
Doing research is gooning now. True.
Doing research on ICE agents deporting people is
Doing-
pretty close to gooning, bro.
Wait, doing research
a
on
lot
how
more
the
important
doing
stuff
research
going
on how
on
the
in my
Trump
life.
administration is violating our Fourth Amendment rights is somehow gooner?
Yes.
Oh, it'll
Okay.
be over in 3 years, bro. You'll be chilling.
Bro. Trust me, Schmittler he'll be out of there in 4 years. Okay.
He'll be
I know.
gone in a couple
Me
years,
told
don't worry about it.
me German officer told the Jews in the camps, guys, it's gonna be
No, my
over
question
in,
is when
in
Trump,
4
if
years.
Trump gets
Trust.
impeached, is
Don't worry.
everyone gonna just drop ICE? Like, what else are you guys gonna have to complain about?
We complain about the Constitution being violated. If Donald Trump gets impeached and removed from office and the Constitution stops getting violated, it seems like that was a pretty
guys
bad thing
remember
that we
when
had to let him in
Obama-
office.
Would you agree Obama ordering drone strikes without going through Congress was a violation of the Constitution?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, so you're just a leftist glazer, bro.
No, I'm just not stupid. What's the
You're
argument that
not
it's
stupid.
against Constitution?
You think it's stupid to believe illegally ordered drone strikes on innocent civilians,
I'm
killing
asking
civilians,
I'm
not
asking you
going to
what the
Congress.
argument
You
was
think
that it
you're
was
stupid
illegal.
if you don't believe that. If you
It's
don't
the
believe
argument that
that,
it was illegal.
it is completely illegal.
Why? Why
If
do you think that?
if you're gonna sit here and say Trump violates the Constitution by not going through Congress and then not condemn Obama for doing the exact same
Never
thing,
what I
bro.
said. Never said that, by the way. But I'm asking you, what was illegal about what Obama did?
Not going to Congress and ordering drone strikes and killing innocent civilians. A lot
Didn't
of
Congress
things.
give him like pretty broad discretion on when to use wartime authority after 9/11? Isn't that
Dude,
why
if
we
it's
haven't
like-
declared a war since like World War II?
I can sit here.
You think those
I
were
can
illegal?
admit- I can admit the bad things about ICE. I can admit the bad things
No, you
about
can't.
Trump.
I'm asking you to back up what you're saying right now. Do you think that every war that we've been a part of since World War II is illegal?
I think war should be totally illegal, but yeah, I would say.
Okay, you're just wrong. So, Congress literally.
And you know what's
explicitly
funny
gave-
is I'm
gave
okay
him
with being wrong.
authority
That's
for,
the
like,
difference
special
between me
ops.
and you.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't just be wrong proudly. That's the sign of somebody who is stupid.
No,
should
it's
be
not.
proudly
Failure
wrong.
is the best teacher, bro.
Well, not if you don't learn anything from it. Failure is only a good teacher if you are disappointed that you failed. Right?
Okay, really off topic, anyways. But my
Sure,
whole
I
point
agree.
is, dude, is I can sit here and admit that there's some wrongdoings from ICE when you look at Renee Good, Alex Peretti, all that stuff, and then Trump definitely has wrongdoings. You're never
Yeah,
if
but
you
the problem-
if you fully agree with a president that you support, you're just a gooner. And
Well,
if you can't
see, the
admit that,
problem is that you're not admitting it because you actually think it was wrong. You're admitting it because you think you're gaining like bipartisan points. I'm not
No.
interested in what you look like or
Alex
or what-
Peretti getting kneeled on by 8 guys, disarmed, and then capped, that is definitely wrong.
I agree that that's wrong, but I don't like what do you want to do about it? Like,
Well, what do you want to do about ICE, bro?
I want to get rid of it.
And I want to get rid of people being wrongfully unalive, but getting rid of ICE doesn't stop that, bro.
Yeah, how do you want to stop people? I want to stop people from being murdered. Wow, that's very brave. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do about it?
There's nothing you can do about it. You can want to do something and have nothing
So-
to do, but nothing to do.
So you're saying that you're just gonna really hope that nobody else gets murdered? that's your solution here?
What would be your solution?
I think stop putting people without the proper training in the field with a gun to get rid of a bunch of people that don't need to be gotten rid of.
People get put into something with improper training every single day in every single field across the world.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen, right?
It's never going to not happen, though,
Isn't murder never gonna not happen? Why did you say that murder shouldn't happen?
because it shouldn't.
Exactly. So people shouldn't be going out into the streets with a gun, being told to shoot people if they think their life is in danger, if they haven't been trained to know what is a threat to their life, right?
People 100% should be told to pew people if their life is in danger, regardless of training or not, dude.
Regardless
you-
of
if
training.
you
So
have-
if you can't determine a threat, you should be told to shoot people if you think they're a threat.
You think a human can't determine if their life's in danger?
Yes, that's why they shot Preddy, is because they thought their life was in danger.
I don't know. I think that's a different. So my issue with the Peretti thing is it's wrong that what's happened, but you also got to ask yourself, why do you only see a clip of that the moment it happens? And not even just in that case, why do you only see clips of things? Like, if people have cell phones and they're recording all day, every day at these ICE protests or just anything, why do you only ever see a 1-minute clip?
My question
It's
is
because
why are
the
you even
media
talking
is
about
trying
this
to
if you
spin
think we
something.
can't do anything about it?
What did you say?
Why are you even talking about this if you don't think we can do anything about it? Who cares?
You're
Like, who
asking me
cares what you
questions.
think
I'm
genuinely?
responding to your questions.
Why? Why do you care about it? Nothing. You can't do anything about it.
Because yeah, I mean, that's a good point, dude. Why do I care?
I don't think it
I
is. I
guess
think
I'm
you
more
can
just
do things
engaged
about
in the
it.
conversation than worrying about what I care about.
Yeah, why are you here?
Because you had an interesting prompt, and then you said ice sucks.
The guy, do you disagree?
Hello, bro.
Do you disagree?
Me?
Yes.
No, I agree. I'm Grok, bro. Don't you know me?
Oh.
Whoa, long time. That's a name from a.
Out of here!
So you guys,
Because you're friendly.
Can I
No,
ask you
friendly.
this?
It's not
And
because I hate you.
I'm not trying to trip
Crazy
you guys,
name.
but do you do this every day?
Nope.
I don't do it every day. No.
Thomas, what's up?
I do it fairly often though.
Hello.
Do you
Do you
disagree?
think it's healthy?
Yeah, I love ice.
Okay. See you, Ryan.
Yes, I think it's healthy.
Thanks for nothing.
You're a loser.
Damn.
Okay. Thomas, you disagree?
Yes. Yeah, I disagree. I like ice. I support them.
I don't think like a institution that violates the Fourth Amendment is some institution we should be supporting.
Yeah, I think it's logically going to, enforcement's going to be messy when you let in 15 million illegals
It's not messy, it's
into
a
the
policy.
country. No, it's not an actual. That's not.
Right?
It's not
Really?
a
Then why
policy
is
to
Greg
violate
Bovino?
the
Why is
Fourth
Greg
Amendment.
Greg Bovino, who's the overseeing like the major
Greg
ICE?
Bovino is Customs
who
and
was-
Border Patrol. He's not
He was
ICE.
commander at large over the ICE and CBP operations.
Not of no of
Ooh.
CBP, not of ICE.
No,
He was
ICE
commander
and
at large of
CBP.
CBP.
No, it was both,
Nope.
dude. Yes, it
Nope.
was both.
And look, I mean, look
was
at the
both.
stats. 600. So we've got 650 some odd thousand deportations. 60% of those are criminals, and you're supporting, the worst of the worst, and you're a
Greg
sicko.
Bovino was commander at large of both ICE and CBP
Yeah, okay, keep
operations
supporting
in
criminals, that's
Minneapolis,
fine.
in
Yeah, that's
Minneapolis,
fine.
in Los Angeles, and Chicago, right?
Yeah,
And
that's
he
fine.
said-
I mean, if we're talking
Okay.
about bad
and he said,
enforcement, I would
wait,
be-
and he said that ICE is doing arrests only based on reasonable suspicion. When under the Fourth Amendment, you need probable cause to arrest somebody. That's a violation of your
No,
Fourth
but
Amendment
in order to question them, you need reasonable suspicion, and then to arrest based off the questioning, you need probable
Yeah, but
cause. You don't know
the
the law.
exact.
They've
Ooh,
been-
but
they've
the
been
exact.
arresting
You know,
the illiterate.
good thing.
They don't
Good thing.
actually know anything.
They've
Good
been
thing-
arresting people.
Good thing that. Sorry.
They've been questioning people and arresting them based on the questioning. You guys are legally
No.
illiterate. You
Good
know
thing.
nothing
Sorry. Good
about
thing
anything.
that Bovino was very clear. We need reasonable suspicion to make an immigration arrest. Notice I did not say probable cause, nor did I say I need a warrant. We need reasonable suspicion of an alien, an illegal alien, that's well grounded with the United States
You're
immigration law.
taking one quote and
Ooh.
extrapolating that
Ooh,
to
he
the
said it
entirety
twice,
of ICE
and he
enforcement.
specifically
Wow.
clarified not probable cause.
As opposed
Who's
to
illegally
celebrating the
illiterate
fact
now?
that 60% of the people being deported are
Nice
Where are
coat,
you
bro.
getting that number?
You're sitting
Wait,
Nice
here
coat.
where are you
quoting
getting that
a-
number?
one
Wait, where are you getting
particular
that number?
line.
Where are you getting that number?
Yeah,
60%.
I don't care. I don't
You
care.
don't care where you're getting that number?
Oh, where am I getting that from? CBS.
CBS says
Yeah.
that 60% of the people deported are
14% have
criminals.
violent criminal convictions. 60% have a criminal conviction or a pending charge.
Or a pending charge. That means that they
Yes.
haven't even been found guilty.
If you're
big
here,
dog.
if you're here illegally, you shouldn't be even charged with a crime. You just you should be
Wait,
out of the country.
So
then.
shouldn't that mean? Wait, so why do you bring up the fact that they're criminals if you don't even care if they're criminals?
Because they're charged with a crime, they should be out of the country if they're here illegally anyway.
You literally said that you don't care
If you
they're
don't
charged
have the
with a crime. So why
if you
bring it
don't
up?
have the legal standing to be here, you should not be charged with a crime. And if you do get charged with a crime, you should be out of here.
Yeah, I also think if you're an insurrectionist, you should be the president. We could all wish things, but like, I'm
Yeah,
asking
but we had
you,
an election
why
on
is it
that
the
seat.
case?
See, we voted
Huh?
on that issue, and Trump won.
I know because you guys don't care
Yeah.
about insurrection anymore because you're
No,
all
because we wanted
anti-American.
to deport the criminal illegals that we're doing now.
Wait, I'm sorry. Was it 14% with a violent criminal record? That doesn't seem like
14%
deporting
with
the
a violent criminal
illegal
record.
immigrants. That doesn't sound like deporting a bunch of violent illegal criminals.
Did you hear the other stat I said? 60% have a criminal charge or a pending charge or a
That
criminal
means that they
conviction.
weren't found guilty. Who's
Pending means they
illegally-
were charged with a
who's-
crime.
I'm sorry. Who's legally illiterate now?
No, you're
Pending means
legally
that they weren't
illiterate
found
because
guilty,
we're
right?
talking about it in the context
Pending
of
means they
deportations
weren't
and
found guilty,
illegal
right?
immigration.
Pending,
if you-
pending means they
if
weren't
you-
found guilty, right?
So,
Am I right?
instead of
Correct.
going
Wait, that's
to
a yes or no. Right. Correct.
So-
That's right. Right.
So you don't think it's logical that if someone
I'm
is here
correct,
illegally
right?
and
I
they get
asked you
charged
a
with
yes
a
or
crime,
no, by the way. I asked you a yes or no question, by the way. You agree that if they were charged, that means they weren't found guilty, right?
Yes, that's true.
Oh, okay. So we
But they're
live in
here
a
illegally.
country where
You're leaving
we're...
out an important fact because you're kind of an idiot.
Well, you think that 100% of them are illegal, so I don't know why you're bringing up conviction
Yeah, they're all
rates.
illegal, but 60% of them have been charged with a crime.
Okay, so you're just conceding
So if
that,
you're here
this is going to need to be
illegally
messy.
and you're
What-
charged
when
with
you
a
say-
crime, why should I want you in my country?
Why should we be justifying the
Why
government
should I
violating
want you in my
people's
country if you're
constitutional... Why
if
should
you
we be
broke the law to
justifying-
get into my
why-
country?
why
and
should
then
we be
you
justifying
commit
the
a crime and
why
you get
should we-
charged with a crime? Why should I
should we
want
be-
you here?
Why should we be justifying the government stomping on your rights in order to do it?
Whose rights
It's a
are they
priorities
stomping on?
question.
Give me a fucking break.
Well,
We
yeah.
already
Fucking
told you
break.
they're literally
Out of the
violating the
six-
Fourth Amendment.
Yeah.
and
Out
arresting
of the
people illegally.
650,000
They're violating the Fourth Amendment. What are we
how many
talking about?
How many rights have been violated?
We are literally
How
already
many-
told you that they've
Out
been
of
arresting
the,
people
I asked you a
without war-
question.
with-
Out of
without probable
650,000
cause.
deportations, how many rights have been
I'm
violated?
literally giving you an answer. They're
What's the
arresting
number?
people. They are bragging
What's
about
the
arresting
number?
people
What's
in
the number?
violation of their Fourth Amendment.
What's the
big
number?
dog.
Give me a number.
The people.
650,000
I don't have a
deportations.
number.
Okay, yeah, because you're fucking retarded. You don't have a number.
Oh.
You're a fucking
Whoa,
idiot.
Oh.
Loser
You're a
debate,
fucking idiot.
spam slur. Holy shit! Wow, shocker. I'm losing, so I have to make myself get kicked.
Not good, y'all. Not good.
Not good.
The right to due process. Due process. Two-party system is so cringe. Okay.
Literally
Where
bragging.
the fuck are you getting the
bragging
number
about the fact that
from?
they're
Pulling it
violating
from
the
your
Fourth
ass?
Amendment,
That's
by the way.
completely off base. It's not a violation. It's called expedited deportation, which is completely legal. You need
Expedited
probable
removal
cause
is
to do
unfair, by the
expedited
way.
deportation, dumbass. You need to arrest them. Dumb. Actually knows nothing. Trump uses...
Well, it's because MAGA people are so fucking stupid that they think that expedited removal is a magic wand that you can wave to not give anybody any processing rights. It's
Yeah.
so fucking stupid. No, I said expedited in front of it, so that means that it's okay.
the rights waiver wand. Like people say that like immigrants don't have Fourth Amendment rights. And I was like, how does that even work? Like an illegal immigrant not having a Fourth Amendment right? Because if you're
That's
if
a
you're
great
making
question.
if you're saying okay, if ICE thinks that you're an illegal immigrant but you're a U.S. citizen, and then so they don't think they have an obligation, to then respect your Fourth Amendment rights.
Prove
does
you're
that
an
mean that,
illegal immigrant.
like how's it, well, but you do have because you're a citizen, so it necessarily has to apply to everybody. Otherwise, it couldn't work
Well,
if it didn't.
I remember asking a certain lawyer buddy that we had, well, quote unquote lawyer buddy, about that very question, and you know what he said?
What?
He said, "Oh, they don't give due process in Poland; they just shoot you on the border." True, my bad.
True. I tried to go with the Poland. They wouldn't let me.
They shot me.
True.
Streets
Guys, I don't
killed
like
me.
how Donald Trump is literally like arresting people who criticize the administration. They'll just kill you in North Korea. Ever thought about that?
Also, there was a bunch of people from Europe in that comment section that said that that's not true about Poland, but I don't know shit about Poland, so I'm not gonna.
True.
I'm just to be clear, this is contested by true, verified Polish fact checkers.
Okay, y'all, in YouTube chat, if you... Oh my gosh. Guys, in YouTube chat, if you want to debate, you need to join the Discord. It's in my bio, okay? Click my profile, go to my bio, join the Discord. You can hop into VC, and we can debate. And we have somebody in VC to debate. And do we have anybody else on TikTok? Because we have 11 people here. Friendly.
Yeah, well, can you hear me?
Correct? Do you disagree?
This is X.
Well, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear. Do you disagree?
Wait, is
Yeah,
it? Is
I just wanna know
this
why-
X?
Huh?
Is this X?
What?
No. Do you disagree?
What does that mean?
Do you disagree?
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
never mind.
Yes. Why does ICE suck? Why do you think that?
I think ICE sucks because they're violating the Fourth Amendment.
Fourth Amendment? How are they doing that?
They're going into people's houses with only administrative warrants. We need judicial ones signed by a judge.
Sorry, what's the empirical evidence that this happening? Go ahead.
They're
It is literally him. I think he's using like a fucking voice changer or something.
Really?
Or I'm schizophrenic. I can't tell. I swear to God, it is him.
Is this Hex?
It's not Hex. It's X. That fucking Philbro guy, the birthright citizenship dude.
Oh, okay. He's in canon. Okay. We got somebody on Discord if you want to transfer over there.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Cool. I'm ending live.
Yep.
Hello. What's up?
Hey, I got a question. I got a new racing team, and it's called Nigger Racing. Would you like to sponsor it?
Like, what do you want me to do, bro?
It's a really Sigma racing team, right?
Cool, man.
It's sponsored by Atlas Kobe. And
Oh
I
my
only need
gosh.
$5,000 to get it started. It's the
You're
best
so
racing team.
You're so funny.
I know, right?
Never mind. Back to TikTok. The one guy was just a troll.
Hell, holy
He just
days.
started saying the N-word.
Yes, thank God I took a little bit.
Okay, guys, if you're just coming in here, please, 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 on YouTube side, please go and join the Discord so we can debate on here, because I really hate being live on TikTok. Not fun, not good.
It's not that bad. Thank you.
It hasn't been that bad. It's been
Overhating.
okay. I am overhating.
I'm appropriately hating because I genuinely couldn't get anything over there. But
True. Okay. Okay, I'm on TikTok now.
okay,
We back.
bouncing back and forth, ass.
Yep. I'm ending baked beans. What does that even fucking mean? Okay, so I need to address YouTube chat because I know you guys are gonna be dumb and get really mad if I'm not addressing you. Rise up. What houses are they going in? Name them. Name the people. Who are they? I think there's like the Hmong guy. I can't pronounce his name because I'm not Asian. And it was like here. U.S. citizen. Here. Can we stop with the fucking ads all the time? Scott Tao. There we go. That's one example for y'all, okay? Hope that satisfied you.
Yeah, it's literally like a leaked memo release telling them to do this. By the way.
I don't even get, like, why do the examples even matter at that point?
Doesn't.
But, like, people will be like, fuck. I don't, do we hold this hand for anything else? If, like, an administration saying this is our policy, and it's like, okay, what are some examples of it happening? Like, just the fact that they're saying it's their policy, like, what else do we need?
You don't need anything else. Unless they
What's an exact number? What's an exact number of all the due process violations that have happened?
True.
Imagine it's a policy by the administration, which means that it's probably widespread.
Bedrock Generation is so fucking bad.
Why are you on Bedrock?
Cause I have a realm on Bedrock. That's why.
Is it because of your girlfriend? That's what Cringy told me.
Initially.
There you go.
Ew, that's ugly.
What is up?
Anderson,
How you doing?
how's it going?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Let's go. All right.
I am doing good. Do you disagree?
What'd you say?
Do you disagree?
Disagree with your background there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Fair enough, okay.
Why is that?
Well, I mean, I think we need to get these illegals out of here
Okay.
Why?
Do you-
because they're bringing in more Hispanic culture and replacing our American culture.
American culture.
What is American culture?
Yeah.
Guns, liberty, beer, and freedom.
Guns, liberty,
Beer
beer,
and
and freedom.
freedom?
So aren't you saying that we should be restricting people's like freedom of movement in order to prevent immigrants from coming in here?
No, but I'm just saying. I mean, when I go to the restaurant, I want to eat me a piece of fried chicken or a steak. I don't want to go into
No one's stopping you.
in the local town restaurant and be eating it. I mean, just
No,
tacos.
I don't remember the.
There's not a
Everybody in
soul.
there-
There's not a
everybody
soul
in there
stopping you from
speaking
eating
Spanish.
chicken. There's not a soul stopping you from eating chicken and steak. I
I'm
promise.
just saying, if we lose it, we don't need to lose our American identity.
You don't have an American identity.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
the problem. Right.
I
Like,
was born here, buddy. I'm a,
That doesn't mean that
You got
doesn't even
American
really
identity.
make any sense. Do you think American culture is like the same everywhere? Like if you go to like do you think like in El Paso, Texas versus like in Boston, do you think the culture there is like very different?
I think
And
it's
the
more
food there?
similar than it. I think it's a lot more similar than it is to here in another country.
Really? Wait, who do you think? Question: Who do you think has more? Who do you think has more common? An American who lives in El Paso with somebody who lives literally in El Paso, Mexico, right across the border, or somebody who lives all the way up in Delaware, or actually, I'm gonna get Maine.
Well, the thing in El Paso, Texas, and Maine, they're both American. I would hope they both speak English.
Who do you think has more in common?
But definitely the person in El Paso, Texas, and the one in Maine. Because if America ever
Like you're
goes to
insane.
war,
Like
they're gonna be
America,
fighting.
like the problem is America's itself is like of like multiple diverse cultures, right? If you go to somewhere like Louisiana, like into like the like Creole places where they speak like French Creole, that's gonna be way different than going to like Oregon or going to like LA, California, or going to like Alabama. Like all these places have extremely different cultures, right? I'm saying like people based along the U.S.-Mexico border have probably more common with people right on the other side than they have some person who lives in Maine culturally, right? And that's because what defines somebody as being American isn't like one culture. It's just like believing in liberal values, right?
well, also, I'd hate to break it to you, but like, what a shitty culture to try and protect. If your culture is just drinking beer and having guns, like that's not even you can do that around
Sure.
Mexicans. I hope you know that.
Yeah, but they just ain't the same. Because I mean, when I talk to them, they're gonna be like, "No blah English." I mean, I don't
Like
want
weren't
to
like wasn't isn't Hispanic culture kind of like part of isn't like kind of not a founding aspect but like an ingrained aspect of America, especially since like places like Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, California were originally
I mean, I think
part of
it can,
Mexico
I think it can definitely influence it, but
and
I
Florida.
think at the end of the day, they're Americans and they always
Well,
will be. and
Okay, then
they
why are you
speak
why are you
English,
so
and
concerned about Hispanic culture if Hispanic culture has always been in like certain American territories?
I'm concerned about all the
States.
different cultures replacing the core American values.
Replacing do you
What,
are
what
Hispanic wait
American
are
values do you
yeah
think
what
they're
values?
replacing?
I mean, you go back to the 1950s, and most everybody was Christian and had a good family, and they were
Aren't the
upstanding
Aren't more
majority of
citizens.
Hispanics
aren't the majority
Christian?
of Hispanics Christian?
Yeah, but they don't speak English. I mean,
So
I
why
don't
do you
wanna
just
get on.
so you're not stop saying that you're concerned about the values then? You don't give a fuck about the values.
Yeah.
You just don't like that you would have to learn a different language.
Yeah, I mean, I shouldn't have to learn a different language in my own country where we speak English.
Okay, so
We speak
my
English
question
and
following that is, do you really think
But
you
no,
need
and like,
to? Like plenty of people speak English, and Donald Trump's administration has actually been
I
inhibiting immigrants from learning English.
I get that, but if we keep letting them come
Well,
in,
no, you
before
don't. You
long
don't
they
get
ain't gonna
that.
be as.
I'm saying you understand that Joe Biden was like there was literally NGOs operating with government money under Joe Biden to teach immigrants coming in how to speak English and assimilate to our culture better. And Donald Trump put a stop to all of that. They paused all of the funding going towards those programs.
Well, here's another thing. Back when
No,
I was going,
don't tell me another thing. How do you feel about that?
I'm gonna explain it through this.
I just want you to respond to what I said. Don't you think that like if your core value as to why you don't like immigration is because you don't like that they don't speak English, don't you think that Donald Trump stopping like like funding toward organizations that teach immigrants English is pretty
Yeah, but I
bad.
mean, why should we spend taxpayers' dollars to give it to people who don't even come over here the legal way? I'm not against I'm not even
Because
against
immigration is
immigration.
good.
I'm not against immigration. I'm against illegal immigration.
Do you think people who come here
Wait,
legally
what?
just like hit the I speak English button on their programming, or
No, but I mean, usually they're a lot more like open. They want to be American. Like the people that come here like illegally, a lot of
everybody
them don't
who
even have.
comes to America wants to be
Wants
an
to be
American. That's how
That's-
coming to America
That's
works.
bullshit. I know a lot of
That's
Mexicans.
not bullshit. Why would they come here? Why would they come here
'Cause-
otherwise?
Because Mexico's about a lot worse than this, but they still don't like
Exactly.
America.
So they want to come to a good country like America, and they want to become
Yeah, but, and then
Americans,
they
right?
come here, and try to change it.
Change it to
like-
what?
Yeah,
Change it to like where they came from. Like they bring that like.
that's fine. Are you wait? Were
That's
you?
just not
Would you?
true.
Like, what do you mean when you say like change it to how is there? Are you saying like change the actual like liberal values this country is founded on, or just like influence
No, it means that they're gonna stop
influence like
serving
local
fried
culture?
chicken.
Like, what do you mean?
I think like influencing the local. Like I live in a small town in southern Georgia, and you know it used to be everybody here knew everybody, and then next thing you know, you got all these Mexicans coming in from God knows
Oh,
where,
you're Jackson
throwing
just
up-
xenophobic. Okay.
replacing the
Mexicans
cattle
coming in
pastures
from
with-
God knows where. Where do you think they came in from?
I mean, I
Mexicans.
guess. Well, I mean, Spanish people, whatever the hell you want to call them.
You understand that you can't say that you're just for legal immigration when all of the things that you're telling me would just be further exacerbated by legal immigration. You're just against immigration, big dog.
No,
But you know that you
but-
can't say that because immigration is like such an overwhelming success story for America. So you can't say that without sounding a little anti-American.
True.
So
No,
you're just going to say, "Oh, I'm
you're
against the
not listening to
illegals,"
me.
right? But all of the things that you're saying
you can't
against
regulate
illegals,
how many immigrants are coming in if they're illegal. I think we should limit
you
how
can't,
many come
you
in
can't,
every year.
you can't. Why?
Why not? So we can. So we
Because
don't.
because there's no point to. It's good for the economy. It's good for the country.
I really don't think it is. I mean, it's changing. Like everybody down my way used to be a farmer and cattle farmer and corn.
What are they
plant
now?
corn, and they got forced out of. I mean, they got forced out of business because all these illegals come in, and you know they ain't got much choice but to sell out. Because I mean, hell, if you had somebody coming in offering
Wait,
you $1 million for your
I'm-
10 acres,
I'm 100% sure that like farmers benefit from illegal immigration almost more than anybody else.
most of the ones down here didn't.
In what regard?
Well, you got to. They weren't using illegal. They were working it themselves, and you know, like the kids.
So
that
if they
grew up,
weren't using
their
illegal,
kids would
if they
work it.
weren't using illegal labor, then how does the illegal labor have anything to do with what they were doing?
Because when you got all these people coming in and you got nowhere to put them, there's going to be some developer that comes in and say, "Let me give you this for your property," and they sell out. And next thing you know, your old buddies moved away.
Well, that's them
and you
willingly
and you
selling
gotta,
their property. That's them willingly
Yeah.
selling their property. That sounds really
I
good
get
for the
that.
farmer in that case, right?
It's good for them, but your old buddies moving out of town, and you got 1,500 Mexicans coming in behind them. I mean, it's just not.
I mean, it kind of sounds
kinda
like you're
just-
just being
yeah.
kind of a hater. Like this
I-
person sold their farm, they got a fuck ton of money, and they're going to some place that they actually like because they don't like Hicksville, where you're from. That sounds like you're just hating. Sounds like you need to get your money up.
Buddy, I got enough money. I can get out of
Oh
here
my
if I want
God.
to. But I'd just as soon stay here, out in nowhere. But it's going.
There's
from
no shot. You
nowhere
just
'cause all
lost an
these
argument in your own
Mexicans keep
personal
coming in.
experience. God damn.
Well, no. He's not basing it off of anything, right? He said, "Oh, well,
No, that
so
was his personal
I don't like
experience.
illegals because certain
I'm s-
farmers that
I'm
sold
no,
their
I'm saying-
land."
I'm
Who
saying
the
they've
fuck
come
cares?
here. I'm saying they've come here and they've replaced our rural lifestyle with their Mexican music and their.
No, they
And like-
didn't.
Mexican
Bullcrap, they
music.
They just literally didn't. You're telling me that you're in rural Georgia and you can't find any fucking country ass bars?
I mean, no, there's still a few, but it's not like it used to be. There's not as many. There's not as
So
many.
here's
as there used to be.
the problem is that you just
You
have
still
like
like other
the
cultures.
fucking problem of tolerance. Yeah, it's not that you don't like that your culture is being replaced. It's that you don't like that everybody else isn't your culture. That's the problem. You're literally arguing that we should be doing exactly what you're criticizing the immigrants of doing. Who the fuck cares if there's a fucking taco place in your
Sure.
in your country? That's
not what I'm
good.
saying. I'm
That
saying
is what
there's-
you're
That's
saying.
what you're saying.
I'm saying I'm not complaining if there's one or just a few there, but there's too many.
There's too many.
of them.
Like, wait. I just like, would you have been?
Define too.
Would you like? You would have been part of like the Know Nothing Party back in the 18th century, being like all these damn Irish Catholics coming in here, bringing in their
True.
bringing in
No,
their
because
fucking
they're-
religion.
they're-
Get the fuck
they're
out.
like us.
No, I can't go around anywhere and have a good Protestant service anymore.
Wait,
Damn
like
Irish.
us in
Like
what
us.
sense? Wait, what? Like us in what sense?
Well, I mean, most people in the South came from Ireland and Germany in the same central area.
Yeah, when the Irish came over here, what were they like us in regard to?
Well,
How were
lot
they
of
like
immigrant
us?
because we all came at pretty much the same time, and we all shared pretty close cultural beliefs. You know,
Someone
like-
that doesn't really. What doesn't make any sense.
yeah,
By the
that's
time the majority of Irish people were coming into the country, the South and most of America was ostensibly Protestant. There's giant cultural divides, which caused a huge cultural conflicts between those two populations.
And didn't it also cause like ghettoization amongst like a lot of
Yes.
Irish communities, and
Yes.
also a fuck ton of prejudice from the native population against Irish immigrants?
Yeah, that's what the Know Nothing
So
Party
weird.
was. Yes, there's
That's so
actual like
strange.
street wars
You-
between Protestants and Catholics.
That sounds a little
You
Nativists.
do
familiar
know
to me.
most of the native people to the Appalachian Mountains are Scottish and Ireland, and
Yes.
from Scotland.
Yeah,
and
but they
Ireland.
were
wanna know
way different
why?
culturally by the
Wait,
time Irish.
wait.
What are we talking? Like, or,
Do you want to know why? It's because when cultures come in, they assimilate to the country that they come to because they came to America for a reason. And soon, once immigrants that come over, which were once believed to be so culturally different than us, just become integrated into American culture. That's what happened with
Yeah,
the
but that's the
Irish. It's
thing.
what's going to
It's
happen
back-
with the
it's
It's
back
already
then.
happened with the Mexicans.
Yeah, I think we're a little bit more accepting of it than we used to be, and they're not just changing like they used
No,
to.
that's no. Well, I mean,
Opposite way around.
Actually, wait, no, yeah, that is actually kind of true.
Yeah.
We are more accepting to Irish culture now, but you like that, right? So I'm saying, like, if you were back then, you would be saying the same exact shit about the Irish, but you're not saying it about them for some reason. You're just saying it about the people with a different complexion.
No, I'm saying, well, you know, the Irish and them spoke the same language. You know that, right? I mean, they can still interact with each other and all that.
okay, and that's not even
Like,
entirely true.
They come,
Yeah,
They
I was
come
gonna
over
say,
here.
I
That's
don't
not even
even think that
entirely
is true.
they come over here, and you try to talk to them, and all I can do is just give you this blank stare back, like, "Come on, buddy."
What was the year where the
the
Irish
majority?
immigration
That's not
was
even
super big,
true. The
Scotch?
majority of people. Sorry, huh?
What was the year where Irish immigration was super big?
It was like I think it was like 18. It was right before the Civil War, so like 1864.
Well, I'll do
Wait,
1860s. Irish
1860s.
1860s.
I think it was like right before the Civil War to a little bit after it. 1885. That's what somebody in chat said. Yeah, this is only.
And you know, I mean, here's another thing about it. It's not just that.
Yeah,
You know,
like
when they
this.
come in here and they are taking up all those housing development, it's driving up the housing market for people that have
well,
lived here their whole lives.
Stop
And it's
pretending
making
like
housing
stop
more
pretending like you care
affordable.
about that. Stop pretending. So, I just don't like. First of all, I don't even know like why we care about the English thing or like the language thing. Number one,
Because I
when
can't
we look at
interact
like
with
the
it. I
majority,
can't
the majority of people who speak Spanish in America also are bilingual, so they also do speak English. Just good, right?
Yeah, it seems like literally all of the situations that apply to the Irish here are the same for Mexicans, right?
Well, I mean,
Like
yeah,
it said, the
but that's not
majority
a-
of them
that's
were
not a-
were at the very least functional in English, right? It
But
seems
that's
like
not
that doesn't
occurring
mean that they-
today.
No, that I'm saying it is.
Like I don't even know. Like once again, there's other countries. Like if you're concerned about like cultural homogeneity, which you do seem to be, like you look at most of the 3 of the Nordic countries have like multiple official languages, and a lot of the speakers of the minority language don't even speak the majority language, and they're fine. I don't like know why we think this is so hard. There's plenty of European countries that everybody praises for being, oh my god, they have such good culture, and they have multiple national languages,
Yeah, well, here's my thing.
like Finland or Iceland.
You know, America, we used to have like a more uniformed identity, and now it's just like we've kind of lost our identity. And
Hey,
That's
I agree. We
true.
have
We
that
used to
is
have-
true.
it's-
We used to actually believe in
we used
liberal
to have-
values, and now we have shit.
Yes.
Now we have MAGA coming in here. They don't believe in these liberal values. They're illiberal.
I
They're
don't think
antithetical to what founding fathers stood on.
America ain't never really been
True.
liberal, especially not where I'm from down here in the South.
Why does my mic is really bad on YouTube? Guys.
No, you're right though. Like the idea is that like us Americans used to be able to unify around. You're triggered because you think of Democrats when you think of liberalism, which is kind of telling, by the way. But like, America is a liberal nation. We believe in freedom. We believe in due process. We believe in democracy. We believe in these values. This is what America used to be able to rally around until around 2016, where some fucking dumbass, sleazy business person came in and ruined the whole country. And all the people who are dumb enough to fall for it are just like complicit in the downfall of our country, even though they don't know the values that they're trying to conserve.
Hey, you do know that America was further right back in the 50s and 60s than it was when Trump took off. Than Trump. Trump
Socially?
is
But-
considered.
Further right socially, maybe.
Yeah.
But you know what? There, in 1960, I seem to recall there being like ongoing recounts in a certain election, and then the winner of the election, who I believe was in the Republican Party, just peacefully conceding. I remember that.
Yeah, but the
because they
Republican
believed
Party
in
back then was a lot
because they
different.
believed in liberal values, right? They believed in democracy and freedom and pluralism, unlike now, right?
When the Republican Party used to be a whole lot different than it is now.
I know. Now it's full
It's
of a bunch of
shifting.
insurrectionists and people who can
No.
never fathom the idea that they lose an election.
No,
Back
the
then, it used to be
Republican-
full of people with like actual liberal values.
Back then, the Republican Party was like the Democrat Party now, and the Democrats were like the Republicans are now. There was a party switch back in the 60s and 50s or 60s and 70s.
I'm pretty sure it was a little before the 50s and 60s, but
No,
Sure.
the South didn't switch to red until around the 60s.
I don't even know what the relevance of this is.
Yeah.
I'm saying that both parties were liberal. Now both
The,
parties aren't
the
liberal.
Southern Democrats were most definitely not liberal, but
They literally were. They all believed in democracy and freedom. They literally did. This is a liberal country, or
buddy,
it's, it was supposed to be.
we still got our democracy and freedom. Trump
Uh,
is more.
No, Donald
is-
Trump is trying to walk back our democracy and freedom. That's the problem. He's trying to nationalize elections. That idea would fucking make the founders throw up in their mouths.
He ain't trying to get rid of it. You talking about the Electoral College?
Yep.
No, he
rid
literally
of
said that the election should be run by the federal government instead of by the states.
I
He literally
disagree
said
with
that. I mean, he said it, right? So that probably speaks toward being a little anti-democracy, at least in the way that the founders viewed it, right?
My ideal politician will be, y'all know who Ron Paul is?
I know of Ron Paul. Yeah, he's all right.
That's my ideal
Wait. If you like
politician
Ron
right
Paul,
there.
then why the fuck do you like Trump? How the fuck do you
Because, I
like
mean,
Trump?
look at
Huh?
But everybody that voted for Ron Paul voted for Trump.
Yeah, but Ron Paul doesn't like Trump now.
Hmm.
I'm not denying the fact that Ron Paul was a fucking hack and chill and supported Trump during the election, but certainly doesn't support Trump now. He was like at the forefront criticizing Trump for not going through his promise to balance the budget, and then Trump was actively attacking him and saying he was going to get primary for it. It was
Are
him
you
and
talking about Rand or Ron?
oh, did I get the wrong one?
The one in Congress right now is Rand. His daddy ran for president
Okay, I
back in
misread you.
08
That's fine.
and 2012. It's completely. I don't like Rand Paul too much,
Gotcha.
but his dad was the real deal.
I mean, I guess the
Ron Paul.
the problem that we're running into still is that like we're asking you why you want to do these kind of deportations. You say you support Donald Trump because of the deportations, or you support ICE because of the deportations. We're asking you why you want to do them. You just appeal out to this American culture that it seems like we don't even know how to define.
Well,
Like the only thing that you said is speaking English, right? But I
Well,
probably
man, that's
don't
the
want
big
all of my
thing,
rights
and-
violated in order to promote people speaking English.
Well, look at America back in the 80s and the 90s. You know, look at our cult. Look at how it was.
It fucking
just-
sucked.
It was great back then.
I remember yeah, it was
Crime
actually. You
rate
know
was
what? There
fucking
was some good
giant in
things.
the 80s and 90s.
No,
Look
no,
at
we
the
had
crime rate.
Reno, we had some great things. Okay, I think people
Well,
like
okay.
people like Ronald Reagan realized, right, who actually was a liberal, who believed in liberal values, realized that immigrants could absolutely, even ones who were Spanish speaking, be part of America, become
Oh, yeah,
American.
true. Mass
Which is why he gave them
amnesty in the 80s,
amnesty.
true.
I know, right?
Yeah.
So even the like the conservative himself, right, in American history, believed in that.
That's true. Yeah, Ronald Reagan did give mass amnesty. That is true.
And that, I mean, I agree with him on most, but I've always disagreed with him on that right there.
I just don't
Makes
get.
sense, 'cause
So
you
you're saying like,
don't
well, look
believe
at
in his country.
you're saying like, well, look at American culture in the 80s and 90s. To the extent that it was good, like, I can't. Like, why do you think that the 80s and 90s is something that we ought pursue?
I mean, the 80s and 90s, I think anything from, heck, really ever since, heck, I'd say 1930, after the Great Depression. Well, no, let me go past World War. I'll say 1960 to 1980 was prime America.
Why?
Just because we were, the culture was a whole lot better. I
Like
think that
what culture? Like what cultural thing do you want to emulate from the 80s and 90s?
like, you know, it was just more rural lifestyle, and it wasn't.
In
it
the
was just
90s?
not in the 90s. I said that from the 60s to the 80s.
Even in the 80s, I don't think that America had a much more rural lifestyle in the 80s. When I think of 80s, I think of like the booming pop culture. I don't think of
Well, I
sitting
mean, yeah,
down
I mean,
on a prairie. You know, I don't
Well, I
think
mean,
of rural
it's-
life
it's
on
a-
the
it's a- well,
prairie. I think of Beavis and Butthead.
I guess it's a little bit hard. I mean, I'm from the South, you know, and the culture down here is a whole lot different than most of the rest of the country. But we were just, I mean, we were minding our own business down in here. We were just stuck in our way of life. We had our traditional ways, and now it's like they're trying to change. They're trying to take it from us and change
America
it.
isn't a country
They
of
are
one
not-
culture. It's a country
I
of
get
liberal
that.
values.
I get
Stop.
that, but my
You also have to
culture here
stop
in the
saying that
South
they're
is
trying
being
to.
changed.
They are not taking it from you. No, nothing is being taken from you.
Have you never seen Project Esther? You ever heard of
Project Esther. What is it, buddy?
What's that?
that? It's a project primarily funded by APAC. It's trying to replace white people. I mean, I'm not saying that.
Holy
There's difference.
shit.
Wait,
Let's
wait,
see.
wait.
It's proof they're
I
trying to
know
replace
this is. I know exactly what it's gonna be about.
Project Esther. I'm so... Wait, can you tell me again what you think Project
What
Esther,
Esther
is?
is?
Hold on. Maybe I didn't say it. Hold on. I'm trying to. Our project. It was like an official project, and it was basically trying to replace white
Oh my
America's.
god! Wait. Wait. Where'd you hear this? No. Where'd you hear this claim? Be honest. Where'd you hear it?
I heard it on a Tucker Carlson podcast, and
Wow.
I went and checked. No, listen, I went.
Was it with Nick Fuentes?
No. It was not on that one. I
Which one
believe
was
it
it?
was. I think it was when he was debating Ron Paul.
Who would have thought?
Were they doing great replacement stuff between Tucker Carlson and Ron Paul?
I'm pretty sure it was talked about. I mean, he talks about it on that a lot.
Yeah,
a lot
but
of his
real-
podcasts.
Great placement has been something Tucker Carlson has been promoting since like forever. That's just like his
Oh,
thing.
shit,
That's his
my
thing.
bad.
Yeah, that's super common.
Sorry, crazy niche. Yeah, Project Esther is a project to combat anti-Semitism by suppressing pro-Palestinian protesters. It's not like a...
Maybe I said it. I must.
Oh
have
my
said it
god,
wrong.
we got our first super chat. The 80s and 90s were crying in the 50s was best. What? In the 80s and 90s were crying the 50s was best. Okay. Well, I appreciate the $2. Thank you. Holy shit, y'all. I appreciate it.
Also, just to be super clear, the 50s, like, I hate to be the wokey guy, all right? I typically don't do this. The 50s was only good if you were white. If you're a white guy, then the 50s good. If you were a white guy, the 50s were really good. If you were anything else, it was horrible, right?
You
so,
know,
like,
this is gonna
again,
be really
this is
gonna be really
good for the
controversial
country.
take, and I ain't
What?
saying this is a good thing. It's gonna be controversial now, but crime was a whole lot lower then. I mean, statistically speaking, it was a lot lower.
Just to be clear, you also said that you liked the culture of the 80s, right? And crime was peaking then, right?
I said mainly the mainly the 50s, but now in the in the rural South, now I mean it was not quite. You got to think where I'm from, we're still traditional compared to the rest of the country. So I mean, in the 80s here, it was like probably the 50s everywhere else.
Oh my god! Thank you for the $5. I appreciate it. Did you even say anything? Oh, it's just a get. Thank you. I really appreciate it, dude. This is a Native American land. True. Thank you guys. I really appreciate it. If you guys want to see any of my early access content, which I am posting, I haven't posted, including just recently today, a debate with Matt Nuclear, which you won't be able to see till next week, unless you become a member. So please do that. Do we have anybody else in here who wants to debate? Because Anderson's becoming kind of boring, and I need to rotate.
Just out of curiosity, I want to know, like, why did we bring up the fact that crime rates were lower in the 50s?
I don't know.
Well, you said it was so much better for white people. I mean, saying it.
Yes.
You know, I mean, there was segregation in.
Wait, white people? Wait, why do we care about white people?
No,
I'm just saying, ever since then, crime rates have went up, statistically speaking.
So?
You don't think there's a correlation?
No.
Okay. And actually, I wonder, Anderson, why do you think
there might be a correlation between like segregation and poverty? I believe that. Like, if you historically have like oppressed some like fucking group for no goddamn reason, and then throw them back out into the world, there's probably going to be some growing pains. I believe in that. I don't believe in the case that all these black people are the ones that are fucking everything up.
Before I get you, Anderson, like, why do you think that certain people have certain cultures?
I'm just asking questions.
And why do you think white people have a certain culture versus black people?
Well, I mean, I just think that it's different backgrounds of where you came from. And
do you think like culture is inherent to certain races? Like certain races are predisposed to developing certain cultures?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I would honestly kind of agree with that.
So you're just a full race realist. Like this is what Mega is. They never wanted to admit free air. This is what they are.
No,
I mean, I'll tell you exactly what I believe.
Hilarious. No, you guys are you guys are disgusting. No, you guys are disgusting. No, you guys are disgusting. You don't believe what the founding fathers believed. They thought that anybody could come here.
Are we wrong?
No, wait, no, huh? You are wrong, right? You don't believe the founding. You don't believe what the founding fathers believe. You don't believe. You don't believe in what America is. You are anti-American. No, all of you are anti. All of you are anti-American.
Can I ask a question real quick?
When the founding fathers were here, there wasn't 5 million illegals coming in there.
Just out of curiosity, did Irish culture stay with the Irish? I'm just wondering. Did Irish culture stay with the Irish?
No,
like the people who assimilated into American.
What the question was? He said, do different groups of people have their own cultures?
Yeah, that's what. Well, no, he asked if it was inherent to race, and I'm asking you: did Irish culture stay with the Irish immigrants into the United States?
It changed marginally.
It changed. I'm asking: did it stay?
Your question is too vague. Did Irish culture stay with the Irish when they came to America? I mean, certain aspects of it, yes. They also assimilated into the broader American culture. That's kind of
wait. They assimilated. So doesn't that mean that culture is probably not so much tied to race, and it's more so tied to what you're brought up around?
Yeah, but I'm saying like that most
because they assimilated into another white culture. That's why they assimilated pretty well, actually. The Irish.
Wait.
They were white Catholics moving into
white culture?
Anglo-Protestant culture. And so while there are differences there, they were pretty easily able to assimilate. And I'm just saying,
that sounds like it's not even racial. Then it sounds like it's religious. Then
it's cultural.
No, it's racial and religious. I mean, there are multiple.
What's the argument that it's racial?
Of course.
What's the argument?
I would say it's to some extent racial. I'm not saying it's 100% race and culture or aligned.
I would say to some extent. I asked you a question, and to some extent, you never answered that question. Why do you think it's racial?
Because let's just look at the European countries, look at the African countries. It is two starkly different cultures. Now you can say, okay, France and Germany, they're both white countries, but they both have different cultures. However, the French and the Germans are more similar to each other than either of them are similar to culture in Sudan or Rwanda. I do think there is a racial aspect to that. The way that people in South Africa are one way, and people in Europe, white people, are another way.
France and England? I'm sorry.
I was just making a comparison, choosing two white countries.
Guys, just give me a sec. Sorry, I hate to.
Wait. No, this is important. I just want to be clear.
I have 2 super chats.
I asked what the Thai.
No,
Let the host
not
speak.
the
Well,
withers,
I
Scala.
asked
Let a
what
black
the
man
tie to
speak.
race was, not what the tie to Somalians was, or what the
Sure.
tie to
Yeah,
African
you didn't
countries. I'm asking
establish
what's the tie
race
to
at all.
race.
We have two super
Yeah,
chats on
people in
politi-
Sudan and Rwanda are black. People in France and
First,
Germany
yeah,
are
Sudan's-
white.
I don't
Sudan's
like.
not
Okay,
this
okay. I'm
racial
gonna respond.
aspect.
I'm gonna respond to
And?
this. I never get this point, right? Like, we don't see the types of cultural conflicts we see between supposedly people who are closer culturally and also closer in race. It was actually worse, like back in the 1800s and like 19th century than we do see now, right? Like we saw little gang wars between immigrants and natives in New York. We saw we literally passed a sedition in acts, and literally in response to like immigrants from Germany during the First World War. We don't see that kind of stuff happening nowadays. It actually seems like we're America, even though we're bringing in people who are actually more culturally diverse and along racial lines further apart from us, that those people aren't having as big a cultural conflict. So I don't know where this whole narrative of they're going to ruin our cultures, when it seems to be it has less to do. Honestly, it seems to have less to do with how far apart they are culturally, any given immigrant, but more on how racist or xenophobic the native population is.
Yeah, can I respond to that a little bit? Because I think that's a fine point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, to that point, you bring up like the gang wars in New York. Of course, if you look back at like the 1800s, there were not a lot of non-white immigrants coming in. What you had was the largely Anglo, almost very English specifically, population of America. They were Protestant, they were English, and then you had other European groups coming in to an already almost entirely
Europe
white country
themselves
with
were
the
also
exception of
extremely divided
slaves,
as
of
well.
course.
No.
And so there were conflicts there, religious, ethnic, cultural conflicts. And you can say, okay, it's two different groups of white people fighting. That's kind of odd. And you're absolutely right in the same way that in Europe, there have been countless conflicts between white countries in Europe. But what we have now, over like the last
not just
century
conflicts,
and now currently.
racialized conflicts, right? Like
Exactly,
cultural
yeah.
conflicts.
Yeah, sure.
I will read super
And so
chats
why would that
after this
happen?
debate.
Why would
by the
that
way.
happen if they had the same Anglo white person culture?
I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it's shifted from that into what it is now. Because now,
No.
we live
I'm
in
asking
a-
you why they had them in the first place.
because they
If
were
these
different.
people
There
came
were
from-
differences there, and I'll tell you why now.
Wait, what kind? Why? I thought
Brother,
white people had a
can I
culture.
finish my point and then you respond? I've got to get.
No,
through.
I
Give
would
me
like
another
you. I
30
would like you
seconds.
to not filibuster. Why did they have a different culture? if they're all white
Filibuster. I
people?
went
thought
for
white people had
25
a.
seconds. You interrupt. I'm trying to just finish this one point.
It's because
And then you can respond for a second.
I'm not interested, right? You're just dancing around the point. Why is it that these different white
You
groups?
can't interrupt my
Why
point
is
and
it
then
that
say,
these
"Oh, I'm not
different white
interested."
groups?
That's not
Why
really
is
an
it that
argument.
these different? It is.
Maybe I'm
because I
not
can just
interested
kick
in
you,
your
buddy.
response.
All right, well then you can fuck off, big dog. Okay, I don't care if you're interested in my response. Why is it that these white groups were fighting over culture if their culture is the same because they're white?
Their culture isn't the same. There are cultural differences
Wait, so
within
there's
white
not a white
people.
culture?
The reason that now white people look at something like the EU or
Wait,
NATO.
that means that there's not a
Well,
white
you
That did
culture.
not
culture.
exist.
Because
Can I
everybody
get
else
a
is white
sentence out?
catastrophically
Can I get a
different.
sentence out before
Your
you
entire
respond?
your entire point
No,
falls
I
apart
don't.
though. You just
Monologue.
the entire
There's
point
no
just
that
fell
means-
apart.
You guys
Just
don't know what my
monologuing.
point is. You
That
guys
means
aren't
that the
hearing
white.
my
That
point.
means
you're
that there's not a
monologuing.
white
You're not
culture.
making
Griniald
Right?
keeps interrupting mid-sentence.
Yes,
I'm
and
You
you're
asking
deserve it.
monologuing.
You
You're
deserve
not
it.
No one
You
is
deserve
even
it. You deserve it.
responding
You
to.
deserve it. You deserve it. You deserve it. Doesn't that mean that there's not a white culture?
What the fuck? I
This
mean,
makes
this
it.
is
Wait,
the
wait,
average,
King
like,
Bob, King Bob,
leftist
King-
on
wait,
the
wait,
left.
wait, King Bob. Your entire point was that like
Wait, no,
race,
Stretch,
right? Culture,
I
no,
wanna answer
culture is
that
an extent from race, and
I
that
wanna
sorry,
answer-
races
I
that are
wanna
closer
answer that
together.
question.
Races that are closer together are gonna have more similar cultures. But yet we're seeing more cultural conflict between races that are closer together, or literally the same race of who have two different
Because there was
cultures.
a whole
That would
lot
make no
less
sense. Your entire point
immigration
falls
back
apart.
then.
And
Huh?
I'll tell you why, because it has evolved. You may notice that it's not 1860 anymore. And what has happened
Wait.
since 1860 is we now live in a globalized world where Europeans and Africans are all living in the same spaces.
King
And so
Bob,
what has
that's
happened is
irrelevant.
white people,
That is
white
irrelevant.
people with
Why
their
is it
culture,
that these
it's very
different white
relevant.
cultures
You
were
can't just
fighting
say,
each
"Oh,
other
that's
on the grounds
irrelevant."
of
It's
culture?
very relevant to the modern way
It's
this
no,
works.
it is irrelevant.
And
I'm
that white
asking-
people
I'm
now
gonna ask
understand
you
that
the same
even though they
question.
have cultural differences, they are both white. They are both Christian for the most part, or still culturally Christian. Not so much in Europe anymore, but there is still that cultural Christianity. So there are cultural similarities between, say,
Being
English
white
and
is not a
Irish.
cultural similarity.
Now that there
dude.
are
What?
Africans,
That's not a
Still white
Hispanics in these
culture.
countries,
True.
they
Just
understand
saying
that
I guess I'm white of the
despite their
definition, right?
differences,
It's not a thing.
despite any differences between white ethnic
just
groups,
monologuing,
they
dude. Oh my
understand that they're
gosh.
more similar
Holy
to each
shit.
other than any of them are to,
I just
say,
want to
an
be clear.
African or Asian or Hispanic group.
it's
That
just
is why
monologuing.
there are less white intercultural conflicts than there were back then. is because
So I
white
just
people
wanna be
have
clear.
developed a new identity in the modern day that did not exist 200 years ago.
Monologuing.
The
Also, I love.
monologuing. Wait, hold on. Wait. Why did it develop? I thought culture was tied to race. Why did it?
Because we
develop
now
that
live
way?
in a globalized world. 200 years ago,
the
a
fuck
European
cares?
might
That's
live their
not
whole life
racial.
without seeing a black person.
That's not racial, right? So there's probably other things
They
that
would not
contribute to
see
somebody's
people
culture.
of other races. Now they do. We live in a world
What does
where
that
there
have
are
to do
people
with
of all
racialized
races.
culture?
Cities like London, Berlin,
What
Paris.
does that have to do with racialized culture? I thought
Because
you
there
said
are
if culture
racial
was
conflicts
racialized, it
because
shouldn't
the
matter.
races are interacting in a way that they did not used to.
Then it's not intrinsic to race.
Then it's not
Like you're not
intrinsic to
engaged.
race. Yeah, it's intrinsic to
It
different
is exactly.
groups.
So I mean, what we had, we just have it on a larger scale now. So when the
So wait,
people
but
in
you're not
Germany and
saying
France
but
would
it's
never.
not racial then. It's not racial then. It's
It depends
cultural.
on global factors. This is what
Kevin,
you're arguing.
like,
And culture and race are intertwined. Is the issue.
wait,
I'm
put,
asking you what the justification for that is. What is the argument that they're intertwined? You just said like that they are. You're just presupposing that they are. What is the argument that they're intertwined?
Well, the easiest example, and you may just disagree, but for a classic example would be, okay, you have the United States has its own cultural identity. Someone from England comes to the United States, they will assimilate more easily than someone from Somalia. Would you disagree?
I honestly don't know.
No, I don't disagree.
Depends-
but that's
it depends
because
on
of,
where they
like,
go.
That's not because of their race. That is
Yeah,
really
maybe
just
if
no
they go to Dearborn
correlation.
or Minnesota, they would maybe assimilate more. But in general, we're talking in generalities. I would hope that we
Probably
could
in
all
general,
agree that an English-speaking white person moves to America, they will be able to assimilate more
probably in
easily than
general,
a
yeah.
non-English
It
speaking
has not.
African.
Yeah, the problem is that you
So,
keep adding
what's the tie to
race. That
race?
has nothing to do with it, right?
Yeah, it's
The
it sounds like
Somalis.
that again.
It's not
Yeah.
because Somalia. That's not the case because they're race. It's because they have a different government, right?
No,
It's
the
a
race
completely
matters too
different
because you may
structure.
notice they are black and they are entering a
What is-
majority white country.
That has nothing to do with
That
And so they
I'm sorry,
literally
no,
stand
wait,
out.
wait,
I mean,
wait,
they
what is-
literally
what
look
is-
different
is,
than the people
Is the
here.
government of Somalia similar to the government of England? Do they run
Not at
similar
all,
things?
but the government
okay,
of England
okay.
is similar
so,
to the government
already,
of other white
wait,
European
Bob,
countries, the United
already,
States, Australia.
Bob,
Why
the
is it that
factors
all
aren't
white
equalized.
countries
Yeah,
became
then
liberal
you're still-
democracies
you're just
before any of
ranting.
the
You're
African
just
or
ranting.
Arab or
Anyway,
South American
Bob,
countries
Bob,
did?
if you can't equalize all things considered, then how are you going to attribute to race? It makes no
Well,
sense.
like we said, and
There's other
I
factors.
should
Your examples
rephrase
fall
this.
apart. They're just like useless monologues, right?
I want to say one more thing because I do want to make
Just
something
no
apparent.
engagement,
Okay,
dude.
go
I
ahead.
am not at all saying that race and culture are 100% united. I'm saying there is a correlation.
You've shown literally zero.
Oh my
correlation.
God.
You think that's
Giant
some
walk
correlation?
back. Giant walk back.
So
Holy
I said that
shit.
from the
Stop,
start.
stop
I said
running.
that from the start. The issue
Keep
you
running.
guys
No,
have
keep
been
running.
arguing
Keep running for the original
as if
point.
that was
Keep
my
running for the original
point.
point.
I said that first sentence.
Racists want to get
You
pressed.
probably didn't hear it. Someone was probably yelling over me at the time.
'cause you're not
No,
making any
you're
point.
walking back
There's
from your original
nothing.
point.
There's nothing of substance. And
No,
yes,
I'm
you did
saying, and I'm
walk it
saying
back.
this. Maybe
the
you
first
guys
thing you said on this
disagree.
panel was
Do
that
you
they're
guys not
connected.
think race and culture are intertwined at all? There's no similarity. There's
Bob, this
nothing
is your
correlating
burden,
the
and
two.
you've just miserably failed to even moderately bring a single good point. You
Do
think
you guys
Somalia and
disagree? I'm
England are the
asking
same.
you that.
Well, you see, there was a black person in the country I didn't like, and they were black. Do you ever think about that, Highfather?
True.
True, yeah.
Would you disagree that a black
really
person
get,
back-
like,
wait.
just to
a
be
white
clear, Bob,
country will
I don't even
not
get
be
the
able to
I don't even
assimilate
get the
super
argument.
easily, seeing
I
as
don't
they're a
even-
different race?
I don't even fully get the
Race
argument. You
has nothing to
cited
do with
religion.
assimilation, no.
You cited religion. There's so many
You seriously
minority
believe
groups
that? Race
that
has
are
nothing to
Christian,
do
that are
with
Catholic, that are
assimilation?
all these things that would assimilate pretty well because they have the same religion, right? The argument doesn't even make sense.
You probably
Give
to
it-
be honest,
how about this?
I don't
If
even.
you're-
I don't
if
even.
I
if
would
you're-
not be able to assimilate well
if
in
you're-
China.
King Bob,
if
you
you're a
probably wait,
Christian
wait,
from
wait,
Syria-
wait,
Because
wait,
they have an
Because of
incredibly
my race.
racialized
wait, King Bob,
culture,
why
yes.
you even like the majority of immigration that comes from South America? South Americans are like usually like 60 to 70% European, anyways, right? Just
Yeah,
like
of course.
just genetically, they're almost all of them are like Christian, and they're usually very conservative, like way more conservative social views than America is. Why the fuck are you against that? You probably agree with all of that.
I mean, I myself am Catholic. You're absolutely right. Lots of the immigrants coming from Central and South America, they're Catholic. They're relatively conservative. It's kind of a different type of conservative. I'm an immigration restrictionist simply because I think we brought in too many too fast. That's my stance on immigration. We can talk about that if you want to.
Too many, too fast.
To be clear,
Okay.
that is not
That is not their reason. That is not
You
your
think that
stance.
culture is tied to race. You just
No,
don't
I mean,
yeah.
you guys can just hear me make my point and then say, "Oh, actually, that's not your point."
No, because you've been
That's
arguing
your
against
point.
it the
You've
entire
already
time.
demonstrated
You
that
just
it's not your
switched
point.
it.
Why would I just listen to you lie? You've already demonstrated
yes,
it's not your
that's
point.
exactly how things go. Yes.
You guys are all talking at the same time. I don't even know what
Yeah,
you're
you
saying.
moved off your point, buddy. That's what we were saying. So yes, that's the issue.
Well,
you
yeah,
say
you
something
asked about
and then
my
you say
opinion
the
on
complete
Latin
opposite
American
thing.
immigration, and I gave it.
Well, you see, I think that actually race is tied to culture, except for the fact that it's not tied at all. Engage with that, liberal.
True.
True.
Okay,
I
anyways,
only asked- I
I'm
only asked if you guys thought that.
I'm interrupting to answer fucking super chats. Okay. Calm down.
Oh my
Epic.
gosh. Dude,
Politicians have been.
What the fuck happened?
I know. Politicians have been performing the same song and dance for decades. A good unbiased book on the impossible subjects by May M. What?
I bet that's an awesome
Bro,
book.
you're not even fucking reading good shit, bro. What are we doing?
No, it's really bad. Wait, but he
Book
gave me $5, so
recommendations.
thank you. I appreciate it. Up until recently, most Hispanics were considered white too. Okay, and he's a Greer. Okay, so thank you for the $5. I'll look over that book. I'll go look it over. Thank you for the money. And we have one more, and somebody was just yelling. We got Mega Rage Bait, $5. UN Replacement Migration 21 March 2000 English only. Yeah, I actually looked this up. It's just not saying what you think it is. The title is scary. It's just talking about migration patterns. So, nice try, bro. Okay.
Cringe.
It is cringe. Did Reno leave? Or did he get kicked?
Pretty sure he left.
He did leave.
Okay, let's look at the coalition barrels then. Also, if you want to debate on Discord, it's very easy to do so, y'all. Okay, you just need to join the Discord in my bio if you're on YouTube.
Fuck yeah, I fucked with that little hand motion. That was fire, yo. Do
I
it
know.
again.
Epic.
No.
Good boy.
Let's go.
Cringe,
Woof,
cringe.
woof. Well, if
Oh,
you guys want
fuck
to
no.
access exclusive content earlier, all you need to do
But
is become
we're
a
not buying
member.
the premium, little bro, little guppy. We're not doing that. Okay. Hate to tell you,
Guys,
bro.
stop giving super chats, okay? And just get a membership. That'll be even better.
Yeah, subscribe to Scratch's OnlyFans, please.
Please do it. If the membership costs $5, and you guys give me 2 $5 super chats. So, just saying. Can you give out memberships for free to people? Is that something you can do?
No,
on-
you have to buy them. You have to buy them.
Oh, that's really dumb. No one
Yeah,
gave
I
him a
know.
super chat? What are you talking about, y'all? I got 2. Kids Nuts haven't even dropped. Haven't even dropped, and he's a political genius. Yes, I am, bro.
Are you
Stop
still
writing
reading
them.
super chats?
I'm not just reading chat now.
Brother.
Said, Bob, do you even like disagree with the prompt, or was this just like a
My prompts? No, I like ice.
why?
Even though they're violating the Constitution?
I'll say this when it comes to ice, because we can, I say I like ice and people give me a list
Stop
of
monologuing. Just respond to what
a
I just
Google
said.
Doc. Well, I'm going to tell you my opinion. I can't fit it in like a 5-second TikTok if that's okay.
I asked you a question. I said, even though
Even if they're not
violating the
violate,
Constitution.
yeah, I'm fine if they violate the Constitution. No one
So
gives
you're
a
not
fuck
really
about
American.
the Constitution.
Yeah,
Everyone
you don't
says
care about
they're
this
a-
country, right?
What founded America?
Yeah, I mean, people say that. If you look at specific cases of ICE, I would say, oh, that was bad. They hit that guy too hard. They shouldn't have
Or
done
their
that.
policy.
But here's the thing.
Or
Their
their
policy.
I do want mass deportations, and there's no way to do mass deportations nicely.
Wait,
That's
King
that's
Bob,
my contention.
do you think we should have a constitution?
I think it could use some changes, but yeah, I think we should have one.
So
we should have a fart joke like.
Oh my God! Shut up. Wait, King Bob. So what's the point?
Epic,
what's
bro.
the
Epic.
Look at the funny dude right there.
What's the point of having a constitution if you can just break it whenever you want to pass policy that you like?
Not break it, change it. Change it.
No, but
why
ICE
did
is
Abe
breaking the
Lincoln? Why did they want to
Constitution.
abolish slavery? Why change the Constitution?
They're
You
breaking
can
it, though.
amend that.
They're breaking
So
it,
I
though.
think my only issue with that is I say I like ICE and people say, what about the Constitution? I really think very few people give an actual shit about the Constitution. I think people use that as a talking point, both sides, because you'll hear that from everybody. Joe
King Bob,
Biden
you never answered my
does whatever.
question.
People
Stop
say, oh, what about the
monologuing.
Constitution? People want the
Wow,
Constitution
you're
to
can
be
you actually
saved.
okay? No, stop fucking monologuing. Actually engage with what anybody's saying, right?
Yeah, King Bob,
You
so
seemingly
sure,
care about
sure,
wait. You
sure. I
seemingly
don't mean
wait.
to
You
speak
se-
for
no
too
no no
long.
no
I
no
don't
no
mean
no
to
no.
speak for too
You
long.
seemingly
Oh my
care about you
goodness.
seemingly care about like this mysterious American culture and American values, which is literally ingrained by the Constitution, right? The founding fathers believed in like life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, or property. If you talk, depending which founding father you're looking at, and they wanted the government to be able to protect those rights, and that's why we have the Bill of Rights, and that's why we have the Constitution, right? So like not believing that is literally being antithetical to what it means to be an American. Being an American is believing in that. Being American is respecting our Constitution.
Like I said, I like the Constitution, but I think some changes.
Can you
wouldn't be
fucking
the worst
respond to
thing
anything I
ever.
just said? Wow, like
Yeah,
actually an inability to engage with anything.
Yeah, I asked you
That's
a question. You
not.
didn't answer.
What's your question? What's your question?
No,
You said,
I-
what's-
oh,
oh,
these
like-
things
he
are
says
American
answered
culture. I don't
mine.
disagree.
He
I don't
says answered
disagree.
mine.
Just get out of
Oh.
the panel. Fuck you.
He has like the Nick Fuentes cadence.
He literally does.
Anybody that sounds like that is pretty clearly like an idiot.
True.
What's up?
I talked to this guy the other day.
Sure.
Yeah. What's up,
Wow,
Wang?
once again, if you're on YouTube.
Wang. So
if you're
I
on
got an,
YouTube, if you're on YouTube, please become a member. Give me money. I'm black.
Dude,
It's
the
Black
Dean
History Month.
Witherification of
It's
Scratch
Black
will be
History. It's
studied
fucking.
in history.
Hi, Father. Have you given me any
I'm
money on
literally
TikTok
black
yet?
too.
Have
I'm
you given?
black.
I mean,
What do you mean? I don't fucking.
have you given me money
What are you
on?
doing?
Nope. No, you're not. Are you an FBA?
subscribe to my channel. It's
Hi,
the
Father.
best.
Hi, Father. Are you
Bro, I
FBA?
can't.
Are you FBA? Are you FBA?
I don't even know what that means.
Why'd you kick him
Foundational
off? I
Black
wanted to talk
American.
to him.
Are you FBA?
No,
No, you're not. Okay, so you're not black. So you owe me.
not true.
Yeah. Only
You owe me for
FBAs.
the amount of crime you cause in my neighborhoods, to be honest. But
Yep. Yep. We're allowed to do that since we're FBAs. Okay.
Not true.
Our country, bitch.
What's up, buddy?
I'm a grifter now. Okay.
Now?
Yeah, now.
Hello.
Starting
Just
now.
now, or
Just now.
starting now? Really? Like I've been
Hello?
grifting. Yes, we
Okay.
can hear you, buddy.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, I just wanted to say Hail Hitler and W. Epstein, man.
Fire base, buddy.
Oh, what a guy.
Oof.
Gosh. Why do we
Mr.
stand
Funny Man
shots
over here.
like
He sounded like East Asian too. I don't know why he would ever say that.
Yep.
What'd you drop me for,
Not
man?
East Asian, sorry, South
Dude,
Asian.
you're not saying anything. I'm sorry. Can we have like some actual like conversation on these panels, please? It's kind of getting me on my nerves.
True. Jerry, what's up?
What's going on?
Do you disagree?
What?
Do you disagree?
No.
Oh my gosh, fucking
Why?
idiots.
Holy shit. Guys, come on the panel if you disagree. Join the Discord if you disagree. Please. I have one
Dude,
person in the Discord, but I know it's gonna be really bad
you
today.
gotta get your girlfriend Princess Penguin under control. Okay, she's lost her way fully.
I know. Did you? She's posting fucking AI in research chat, and I had to tell her to stop.
Posting hard.
Yes. She's still doing it?
Dude, all of research is just like the most random
Okay.
ACLU lens.
Wait,
Oh
can
my
I
God,
ban?
that's
Can I
base.
ban her from a chat? Am I allowed to do that?
I mean, you could restrict her message perms and chats. Yeah.
Dude, we
Yeah, I
need
think-
we need academia to look like that, just like screenshots of AI overview instead of
true.
like links and shit.
Like, dude, why the fuck would we do actual research when we could just like?
Right.
Yeah, true. True. Why?
Screenshots of
fuck
AI
have we been
overviews,
doing,
guys. I got a research document.
What the fuck have we been
I do
doing, guys?
research.
Why are we like actually reading court cases? We could just look at the AI overview.
Oh,
Yeah.
chat.
Bro,
By the
what?
way, guys, I have some news.
Yeah, go ahead.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
I'm going back to.
And we got a
school. I decided
$20
that
super
today.
chat from a Bust
You
My
piece of
Nut.
trash.
Yeah, this guy is fucking. Bro, get this Dean Withers.
I'm fucking with you.
Ain't nobody send this dude $20, bro.
Yeah, I know. I'm fucking with y'all. I'm fucking with y'all.
I'm sorry, bro.
I'm really
There's no
wait. That's
cash.
really exciting, Lucas. Go ahead and continue. What are you going to school for?
Yeah, before you're rudely interrupted by that black man over there. Yeah. Go ahead.
Sorry. I'm going. I was in community college for poli sci. I'm going back to school for poli sci.
Fuck yeah. You already have credits or no?
I have like 2 years of community college.
Oh hell yeah.
So where's your broke ass gonna give that money?
Gonna get loans.
Financial aid, bro.
Yeah.
And he's independent, so he gets way more money. You know?
True. I
Why
live
did
on my
I-
own and I'm broke as shit, bro. I can get so much money.
Yeah.
Scratch. In your research channel, someone just typed out Donald Trump is an American politician, media personality, businessman who's the 47th president of the United States.
Oh my fucking god. Okay. We are heavily regulated. I might actually just limit it. I'm gonna make a collet. Yeah, I'm gonna make a coalition roll and just look at coalition members and
No,
anything
yeah,
else.
how about you need to have
Or
people
just post
pass
in
like a
ours.
quiz or
I
something.
I don't care about like
before
general or
mess-
memes or whatever, but like this shit is.
Or just use the
Answer.
coalition academia.
Oh my gosh.
Huh?
It's
But I
fucking
want people to come to my
hilarious.
server and actually be able to like use the research channel. It's like just AI slop.
But if it's only for coalition members, then why not just use the coalition?
No, I won't.
channel?
No, I'll make
this
a.
is the scratch. If it's your debating server, then don't have a research section. Just delete it.
Like Reno has
Just
one,
delete
and it's actually like decent. It's not a bunch of full of like regarded people.
Where's his research thing?
Doesn't he?
I don't think not at his debate chamber. I don't see like a research section.
I swear there was one.
And if you're gonna have a research section, just have it for your notes, not everyone else's stuff.
General
Like, why
self
don't you go
promo,
back up
memes,
to
music.
research?
Yeah. Oh, there's just a research voice channel. Okay, I was going insane.
It's his source. The source tab is all the research stuff is, but there's no. It's like all his notes. It's like all notes.
Yeah, it's all
and
his
stuff.
notes. It's not like anybody else's.
Yeah.
Dude, who saw the grand jury thing that they weren't able to indict the Democrats for sedition? Someone sent that to academia.
Oh, they did.
I don't know.
Hold on.
Yeah, bro, the grand jury like failed to indict
Okay, anyways.
for Democrats for sedition.
I'm gonna end this live stream. Go on Discord because we have one dude waiting in chat for a while now.
Bro, that guy, bro.
I don't want to talk
Scratch,
to him.
you're gonna end this for a subhuman conversation.
I'm gonna end it. I was gonna end it anyways.
Why don't you make a like a plugin where people can hear you on TikTok too, so people on TikTok can hear your debates.
What they can. It's just that I want to.
I might go live if anybody wants to join.
I have 8 people here. I don't care.
I'll join that.
Okay.
State your business.
Give me 1 second and add microphone service.
Quit your bitchin' nigger and just let things be. You're messing up big time. Take it.
Oh my god. Wow. Y'all are great. I love y'all. Please, none of y'all jump off any cliffs anytime soon. Please. I hope and pray that would never happen to anybody in here. Holy shit, y'all make me frustrated sometimes. I just heard what the chat said. Y'all know you live in a lie. Nah, you're right, he does suck. When is protection? Read. Chat. Can we stop being dumb? Okay. Here's what we're gonna do, y'all. Europeans do not share any affiliation with. Oh, somebody else sent me. Oh, there's multiple gifts. I didn't realize. That's my mistake, y'all. Holy shit! I'm so sorry. Who the fuck cares? He said you're bleach. The space letter changes the weather. I've dealt with inserved Atreus. What? He was a real Christian. He supported the Israelis and don't make him an Israel lover. What is that even about? Can we actually have some productive like chats? Come on. What the fuck are we talking about in chat? Okay, we're doing live for another 7 minutes, and if nobody else joins on the Discord, then I'm ending it. So please indicate in live chat if you're going to try and join a Discord in bio, and debate. Otherwise, I'm just ending live. What's your opinion on girls and boys sports? On girls in boys sports? Probably not a good thing. Girls and boys sports. Girls and boys, I don't know. When it's super young, it probably doesn't matter. But definitely like for adult sports, yeah, should be separated. High school into adults. Conspiracies. I wonder who coined a term to paint enlightened people is insane. Evidence. What are you talking about? What type it in? Any search? Anything? Hispanic and Native American for Trump and ICE. Like, do you understand? Like, like how preachy that sounds? Like for all the right criticizes like left wing people for always like using their identity to bash the right skulls in with. Like you guys do it equally. Like if you ever meet like a mega Hispanic or like somebody who's black and conservative, they're always going, well, I'm black and I'm conservative and I believe this. Well, I'm Hispanic and I'm conservative and I believe this. Nobody gives a fuck. If you're gonna criticize the left for doing identity politics, stop doing it yourself. ICE is a bunch of entitled murderers. True. No, you need to say me, not me. You must get with the evidence and source. What do you think of Catholic socialists? What do I think? I think socialism is base, and I'm not going to shit on people for their religion too much, okay? I think religion is... I'm not religious myself, but another thing... I'm an atheist, or sorry, a negative atheist, but yeah. Deport all illegals, not true. Not good, actually. Wrong. Evidence and source, Donald J. Trump, out his fucking mouth. What kind of moron hates a law enforcement agency? Paper, please. I don't know if it's racist to say so, but you should check out LFR JoJo. Socialists are just communists who can't admit it. You don't even know what those things are. I bet if I ask for a definition. You're enough to still develop your own opinions rather than taking the pill. Thank you. A lot of people don't realize that, like, a big criticism I get is that, like, I'm young, and that young people change their opinions all the time. And you have a new political ideology every 2 seconds, right? But the opposite applies to, like, way older people. Like, these people have been rooted in their same beliefs and their political ways for, like, decades. And their minds aren't open to change as much. And it's like, is that not, like, I think there's a problem with both of those. But I think there's a problem with, like, being way too rooted in your ways, and also being, like, way too subject to just, like, the next person who talked to you about your political opinion. But if you're going to make that criticism, you necessarily have to criticize the opposite coin of that, too. I'm Christian. Both sides are low-key horrid, in my opinion. Not true. Typical attack instead of explain, oh, well, the dumb tend to do that. What? I think I just explained my belief perfectly fine. He's not black. He's more of a white kid. Okay. What are we even... Who the fuck is pinging me? Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. I see why this person came in now. So... How do I... Fuck. Open my view. Thank God. Okay, guys. Democrats are owned by Israel. Can't disagree with you, but I will say that you cannot make socialism or communism work if you cannot remove corruption, potential from people. Purpose greater than self is it. Trump also had a press conference where he said it was a sarcastic way of addressing questions from the press. Sunlight and disinfectant were being claimed to help, and he said it would be... Oh, yeah, that. Democrats are owned by... Okay. Regarding changing opinions, it's okay to do that. No, yeah, I agree. Still waiting. Give me something about Trump that sucks. Trump is a corrupt politician, right? Donald Trump promised to get corrupt politicians out of office. He promised to drain a swamp. That was one of his foremost promises that people cite to when they talk about him being anti-establishment, by him being anti-deep state. But behold, Donald Trump is a swamp. We can look at the examples with Eric Adams, where Eric Adams was being indicted under the Biden administration on bribery and wire fraud, and Donald Trump's DOJ dismissed the charges because it was interfering with Donald Trump's Donald Trump's immigration agenda in New York. That'd be a prominent example of where we're seeing Donald Trump absolutely sucking, right? He was saying, I'm gonna get rid of corruption, and yet not only is he being corrupt, right, he's using his position as president to personally benefit himself, instead of going after politicians who are corrupt, he's violating his promise he made to his supporters, which is literally draining the swamp, getting Salvador out of office. We see this with the DOJ even more with his lawfare, something he complained about, with Jack Smith indictments against him, right? With against Andrew Comey and Letitia James. He went on Truth Social and accidentally posted what's supposed to be DM to Pam Bondi saying, go after these people. Go after James Comey. Go after Letitia James. He multiple times talked about how you need to go after them. That's not what the president's supposed to be doing. Merrick Garland, the previous attorney general, Biden never even corresponded with him, and Donald Trump's giving direct orders to Pam Bondi to go after his political opponents. That is blatant lawfare. That is a corrupt action. We can't be having that kind of stuff in America. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. Holy shit. Between Ms. Rife, so young, so dumb. Trump brags about pressing an exam designed for people with head injuries, so he sucks. So young, so dumb. He appears to be larger on top, and then anything she said. What does that even mean, bro? Once again, y'all, if you actually want to debate, if you want to go and debate Scratch, if you want to debate me, go to my Discord. Okay, what are we seeing here? Honestly, I used to like him. Really can't bash him that much. Luckily, I got a head up start and actually started doing my own research. And now my research this questions don't do cringe shit above a dead body. What? Okay, good point, because a lot of what you said I'm not educated enough on I usually specialize in Epstein file debates, and just about Trump and more about morals and conservatism. Okay, I appreciate that. Thank you for honestly, thank you, right? Most people in chat don't come in here and aren't willing to critically engage. I appreciate it. I also appreciate the new member. Are they hackers who took over Epstein and Elliott socials? Trump thinks he can scare us with immigration officers, so he sucks. True. The only reason I will never vote for Democrats is because they're godless atheists, which means they have no actual morals or ethics. Wait, that's not what morals or ethics are, right? A normative moral system is just a system to determine right from wrong, right? What ought to be and what ought not be, what we ought to do and what we ought not do. That's what a moral system is. Now, whether you're saying can atheists find some objective justification for any of the moral systems that they make is different, but that doesn't mean they're moralists. You can have a subjective moral system, because a moral system doesn't predicate that it's grounded in any kind of objective reality, or you're saying that there is an objective standard. That's just a poor understanding of philosophy. And do you believe a command economy is a legit socialist economy model? No. Command economies suck. You know what, Scratch? I'll give you a sub too. I want to see you grow, and hopefully you'll end up seeing things for the other side as well. I will go to bed now. I don't have work. Good night. Stay safe and healthy. Thank you. And guys, if you enjoyed the stream, please give me a sub. I really appreciate it. I think I'm gonna find a time to start doing memberships, thanking people for that, doing super chats, because I realize that interrupting people to do that isn't a good idea. So I'll figure it out. I'm gonna get since I might get a streaming schedule up if I feel like it. Wrong. Ask Andrew Wilson. Oh, I don't give a fuck what Andrew Wilson says. Andrew Wilson's probably gonna agree with me on the fact that moral systems are just what you ought and ought not do, but that atheists don't have can't justify any kind of objective moral standards. You can give me Andrew Wilson's argument, or you can just keep saying wrong in chat. I don't really give a fuck. What is this? What is the system based on, if not God? It can be based on your own subjective axioms or opinions. You could try like find self-evident truths just through through logic. It could be just your personal feelings. It could literally be any of this. And you don't be a smarmy bitch. Being a smarmy bitch is asking you to give the argument. True. ECT, thank you. Is no debate. The left doesn't even know what a woman is. Actually, a woman is someone who has a complete identity and commitment and to traits typically associated with the female sex. I don't give a fuck. Obviously, you're incredibly intellectually lazy. I don't give a fuck what Andrew Wilson says. If you're coming to my chat and you say X person made this argument, just make the fucking argument. I'm talking to chat right now. I'm not gonna go and what did Andrew Wilson say this one time about what he thinks if atheists can have moral systems? Give me the argument, dude. Did you know Patrick Bet-David said this about Trump's economy? He has this opinion. Did you know Patrick Bet-David thinks Trump's economy is good? Okay, why does he think that? Explain that to me in chat. That's not my job to go and make the argument for you, dumbass. You're intellectually lazy because you can't even explain the argument that you're saying invalidates my stance. That's intellectually lazy, and apparently you've listened to him make it too. Spend the 2 seconds to actually go and fucking chat and do it. What's up, bro?
Yo, what were you talking about? I heard like religious shit.
Chat just being retarded again.
Okay. Hold on, I'm hearing my own voice. Let me stream. There we go. Alex Gyron 22105. Can you even vote? Yes, we both can vote.
Let's go. Yeah, wait, when did you
What
turn
are your
18?
pronouns? I turned 18 like about a month ago.
Oh, yeah. You have to specify. I'm not trying to get fucking doxxed or anything. It's
Oh yeah, bro. I can't let them get my birthday. They're gonna find everything else out. January 25th.
honestly, you'd be surprised. Cause like those the people finder websites, like if you can just like give if you can give a face and then you can give like a birthday, they can narrow it down a lot.
Oh yeah. Night. But I mean, I don't have my face revealed. So.
Sure.
Number of people born on 8 billion divided by 365.
365,000.
That is a little under, but yeah.
270.
Also, 207. All right, best I can do. Best I can do.
Best I can do, 271,000. Okay, we're ending stream.
Whatever you just said, I missed it because my headphones were off. What's up?